In the depths of our being, a universal longing stirs. It's a quiet whisper, a nagging feeling that something is missing. We look outward, seeking answers in the reflections of others, in the accumulation of possessions, in the applause of achievements. The pursuit of happiness becomes an endless chase, fueled by the belief that fulfillment lies just beyond the horizon. We are bombarded with messages that equate success with external markers. Social media feeds showcase picture-perfect lives, advertising campaigns promise instant gratification through the latest trends, and societal norms dictate the ideal image of beauty and status. We strive to fit in, to measure up, to acquire the symbols that supposedly unlock a sense of belonging and worth. Yet, beneath the surface, a nagging doubt persists. Have we truly found what we're looking for? Is the pursuit of external validation truly the path to lasting happiness? The fleeting joy of a new purchase fades, the thrill of recognition wanes, and the emptiness returns. It is in these moments of quiet introspection that a subtle shift begins to occur. We start to question the narrative we've been sold. We realize that the external search is a mirage, a distraction from the true source of fulfillment that lies within. The realization dawns that everything we truly need, joy, peace, love, purpose, is not something to be found outside ourselves, but something to be cultivated from within. The journey inward is not always easy. It requires courage to confront our fears, to challenge our limiting beliefs, and to embrace our vulnerability. But it is in this vulnerability that we discover our true strength. It is in the depths of our imperfections that we find our most authentic selves. We begin to see the world through a different lens. We recognize the power of our thoughts and emotions, the impact of our choices, and the potential for growth that lies dormant within us. We start to cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves, uncovering our unique gifts, passions, and values. With this newfound self-awareness comes a sense of empowerment. We no longer rely on external validation to define our worth. We no longer chase after fleeting pleasures or seek approval from others. Instead, we tap into our inner resources, drawing upon our strengths and resilience to navigate life's challenges with grace and confidence. We discover that within us lies a wellspring of creativity, wisdom, and compassion. We realize that we have the power to shape our own reality, to create a life that is aligned with our deepest desires and values. We begin to see that our imperfections are not flaws to be hidden, but rather opportunities for growth and transformation. The journey inward is a continuous one, a lifelong exploration of the vast landscape of our inner world. It is a process of shedding old patterns, embracing new possibilities, and cultivating a deeper connection with our authentic selves. It is a journey that leads us to the profound realization that everything we need is already within us. While we start on this transformative journey, we discover that our true potential is limitless. We realize that we are not defined by our past, our circumstances, or the opinions of others. We are capable of achieving great things, of making a meaningful impact in the world, and of living a life that is filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. The external search, once a relentless pursuit, now loses its grip. The allure of material possessions, the craving for recognition, the relentless pursuit of the next big thing. All of these begin to feel hollow, meaningless. We recognize that the true treasures lie not in the accumulation of external trophies, but in the depths of our own being. This turning point is a moment of profound awakening. It's a recognition that the path to fulfillment doesn't lie in what we have, but in who we are. It's a shift from seeking happiness outside ourselves to cultivating it from within. This realization is not a destination, but the beginning of a new journey, a journey of self-discovery, self-acceptance, and self-love. It is a journey that takes us beyond the superficial trappings of success and into the heart of what truly matters. It's a journey that invites us to peel back the layers of societal conditioning and uncover the authentic essence of who we are. The pursuit of external validation may have been driven by a deep-seated fear of inadequacy, a belief that we are not enough as we are. But as we turn our attention inward, we begin to see that this fear is unfounded. We realize that we are inherently worthy, deserving of love, happiness, and fulfillment simply because we exist. This newfound sense of self-worth is liberating. It frees us from the shackles of comparison, the need to prove ourselves, and the constant striving for external validation. It allows us to embrace our imperfections, to celebrate our uniqueness, and to live a life that is authentically our own. With this shift in perspective, we begin to see the world through a lens of gratitude and appreciation. We notice the simple joys that surround us, the warmth of the sun on our skin, the laughter of loved ones, the beauty of nature. We become more attuned to our inner voice, our intuition, and the wisdom that resides within us. We start to question the beliefs and values that we have inherited from society. We examine our priorities, our goals, and our aspirations. We ask ourselves, what truly matters to me? What brings me joy? What kind of impact do I want to make in the world? This process of introspection leads us to a deeper understanding of our purpose and meaning in life. We realize that we are not here simply to consume and accumulate, but to create, to contribute, and to make a difference in the lives of others. As we align our actions with our values, we experience a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends the pursuit of external rewards. We discover that our true potential lies not in what we have, but in what we give. As we embark on this inward journey, a new world unfolds before us, the vast and intricate landscape of our inner world. This is a realm rich with untapped potential, where our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs intertwine to shape our experiences and create our reality. It is a world that we often overlook, distracted by the external noise and demands of daily life. Yet, it is within this inner world that the keys to our happiness and fulfillment reside. Exploring our inner world is like embarking on an archaeological dig, uncovering hidden treasures that have been buried beneath layers of conditioning and societal expectations. We begin to recognize the power of our thoughts, how they can either uplift us or drag us down, how they can create a sense of possibility or limit our potential. We learn to observe our emotions without judgment, allowing them to flow through us like waves on the ocean, teaching us valuable lessons about ourselves and our needs. Looking into this inner landscape, we discover a wellspring of creativity, intuition, and wisdom that we never knew existed. We tap into our innate ability to solve problems, to make decisions, and to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. We realize that we are not simply passive recipients of external circumstances, but active creators of our own destiny. This journey of self-discovery is not always easy. It requires us to confront our fears, our insecurities, and our limiting beliefs. It asks us to look at ourselves with honesty and compassion, to acknowledge our strengths as well as our weaknesses. But it is through this process of self-reflection that we gain a deeper understanding of who we truly are. While we cultivate a greater awareness of our inner world, we begin to see the interconnectedness of all things. We recognize that we are not separate from the world around us, but rather an integral part of a larger whole. We develop a sense of empathy and compassion for others, recognizing their struggles and celebrating their triumphs. This sense of interconnectedness extends beyond our relationships with other people. We begin to feel a deeper connection with nature, with the earth, and with the universe itself. We realize that we are all part of a grand tapestry of life, each with our own unique role to play. As we continue to explore our inner world, we discover that it is a source of infinite possibility. We are not limited by our past experiences or by the circumstances of our lives. We have the power to choose our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. We have the ability to create a life that is filled with joy, meaning, and purpose. Within each of us lies a unique set of strengths and talents, waiting to be discovered and nurtured. These are the qualities that make us who we are, the gifts that we bring to the world. Yet, in the pursuit of external validation, we often overlook these inherent strengths, focusing instead on our perceived shortcomings or comparing ourselves to others. It's time to shift our focus from what we lack to what we possess. It's time to recognize and celebrate the unique talents that reside within us. Perhaps you have a knack for creative expression, a passion for problem solving, a gift for connecting with others, or a talent for leadership. Whatever your strengths may be, they are valuable and worthy of recognition. Cultivating our strengths is not about striving for perfection or becoming the best at everything. It's about identifying what we're naturally good at and finding ways to utilize those talents in a way that brings us joy and fulfillment. It's about accepting our individuality and expressing ourselves authentically in the world. When we focus on developing our strengths, we not only enhance our own well-being, but also contribute to the greater good. We become beacons of inspiration, showing others what is possible when we embrace our true selves. The journey of cultivating our strengths is a continuous one. It requires us to step outside our comfort zones, to try new things, and to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. It involves a willingness to learn, to adapt, and to evolve. But with each step we take, we become more confident, more capable, and more aligned with our true purpose. Cultivating our strengths, we also begin to embrace our imperfections. We recognize that we are not flawless beings, but rather complex individuals with a mix of strengths and weaknesses. We learn to accept our flaws with compassion, understanding that they are simply part of the human experience. Embracing our imperfections is not about resigning ourselves to mediocrity or giving up on our goals. It's about recognizing that our imperfections do not diminish our worth or our potential. In fact, they often become the catalyst for our greatest growth and transformation. When we accept our flaws, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. We become more resilient in the face of adversity, more compassionate towards ourselves and others, and more open to learning from our mistakes. We realize that our imperfections are not something to be ashamed of, but rather a source of strength and authenticity. Life is not a smooth path, but rather a series of peaks and valleys, challenges and triumphs. The ability to navigate these ups and downs with grace and resilience is what we call inner strength. It is the unwavering spirit within us that allows us to persevere in the face of adversity, to bounce back from setbacks, and to emerge stronger from every challenge. Building resilience is not about avoiding difficulties or pretending that everything is always okay. It's about acknowledging the pain and challenges that life inevitably throws our way and finding the inner resources to cope, learn, and grow. It's about cultivating a mindset that sees obstacles as opportunities, failures as stepping stones, and setbacks as lessons. This inner strength is not something we are born with, but something we develop over time. It is nurtured through self-care, through connecting with supportive society, and through facing our fears with courage and determination. It is strengthened by practicing gratitude, by finding meaning in our experiences, and by believing in our own ability to overcome adversity. When we build resilience, we develop a deep sense of trust in ourselves and our ability to handle whatever life throws our way. We become less reactive to external events, less easily shaken by criticism or rejection, and more capable of maintaining our inner peace amidst chaos. We learn to adapt to change, to embrace uncertainty, and to find strength in our vulnerability. This inner strength is not just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about living a life that is full of joy, purpose, and meaning, even in the face of challenges. It's about recognizing that we are not victims of circumstance, but rather powerful creators of our own reality. Our connections with others provide us with a sense of belonging, purpose, and meaning. They offer us a safe space to express ourselves, to share our joys and sorrows, and to receive the love and support we need to flourish. Building strong connections with others requires vulnerability, authenticity, and a willingness to open our hearts. It involves setting aside our egos, our judgments, and our fears of rejection, and instead choosing to see the inherent goodness in others. It means listening with empathy, offering support without judgment, and celebrating the unique qualities that make each of us special. Our journey of self-discovery leads us to a profound realization. Living a purposeful life is not about chasing external validation or accumulating material possessions. It's about aligning our actions with our deepest values, finding meaning in what we do, and making a positive impact on the world around us. Each of us has a unique purpose to fulfill, a reason for being that goes beyond our individual desires. It's the spark that ignites our passion, the force that drives us to make a difference. Discovering this purpose is not always easy, but it is an essential part of living a fulfilling life. To uncover our purpose, we must first understand our values, the principles that guide our decisions and actions. What is truly important to us? What do we stand for? What kind of legacy do we want to leave behind? Once we have clarity on our values, we can begin to explore how we can use our unique talents and skills to make a meaningful contribution to the world. Living a purposeful life is not about grand gestures or heroic acts. It's about finding meaning in the everyday, in the small acts of kindness, in the way we interact with others, and in the work we do. It's about choosing to live a life that is aligned with our values, even when it's not easy or convenient. When we live with purpose, we experience a deep sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. We feel connected to something larger than ourselves, a sense of belonging and significance that transcends our individual existence. We become a force for good in the world, inspiring others and leaving a lasting legacy. This journey of self-discovery culminates in a profound truth. Everything we need for a fulfilling life is already within us. The answers we seek, the strength we crave, the love we desire, it all resides within the depths of our own being. We are not broken or incomplete, but rather whole and perfect just as we are. This realization is not a destination, but a continuous unfolding. It is a journey of self-acceptance, self-love, and self-expression. It is a journey that leads us to a deeper understanding of our true nature, our inherent worth, and our infinite potential. Accepting this truth, we begin to live life with a newfound sense of freedom and joy. We no longer rely on external circumstances to dictate our happiness. We no longer seek validation from others to feel worthy. We simply are, and in that beingness, we find everything we need.